Alright guys, the quick and dirty on the Chevy Silverado 2500. I just did a test to see if I could do this real quick right before it storms here. I just got a little clamp on the brake line on the rubber part with my soft jaws here, and I got the new bleeder screw in. Here's the old bleeder screw. It actually came out real nice, but you can see it's starting to rust on the hex and getting into the threads just a little bit. And I even still have the original rubber cap, and of course the wind is picking up here. Sorry for any audio noise, but since I don't have anybody holding down the brake pedal, I can just put a little bit of clamp there. I got the old screw out, didn't lose a whole lot of brake fluid. I got new brake fluid as well. I'll just give it tight in there with my 10mm on the hex there. So I got a brand new bleeder screw in. This is on the rear driver's side, and just lost a little bit of fluid, but I can top that off no problem at the reservoir. So we'll just wipe all this brake fluid down before it gets anywhere. You don't want to get it on the paint, on any metal, so I'll give it a good wipe down here, and we should be good to go. We'll get all the bleeder screws in, and then we can change the brake fluid, knowing that we have new bleeder screws in, and this will be peace of mind for years to come, that the old ones aren't rusted and seized in there, so you don't have to worry about breaking those off. So thanks for watching. Just a quick video here. Here's the paint, how it's holding up on the spare tire shackle, if you will. And then if you can see above the spare tire in there, paint seems to be holding up so far. And yeah, just working on the truck. Nothing much to work on, thankfully. Everything's still pretty solid. Thanks for watching, but change out those bleeder screws if you know they're going to be super rusted out. If you can get to them before then, all the better. Oh, and of course, before we end the video, here's your part number. We actually got them through the Chevy dealer, and what do you know? They're made in Japan. Get a little Japanese parts on this American truck that was maybe built in Canada. There you go. Oh, there's your part number. Okay, here we are on the front, and after each bleeder screw change out, I spray it down with brake cleaner so the brake fluid doesn't rust out the calipers too bad. But that is the front. This is a front passenger brake bleeder screw in, if I can talk. You can see I've got 3 of the old ones out so far, and if I take you to the driver's side front, this is the worst one, and I'm definitely going to have to be super careful with this guy. And as you can see, I sprayed it down with some of the Croil. Always handy to have that. And I'm gonna have to just take my utmost care with this one, because I think one side of the hex is kind of chewed away and rotted away. So I'll do my utmost best. I'm gonna turn off the camera and go at it with 2 mechanic hands and see if I can get this thing free and get the brand new one in that you see right there on the caliper. Alright, so thank goodness we were able to get it out, and just look at how rusted away part of that hex was. But thankfully we still had 3.5 good sides, so the 6-pointed 10mm hex would grab it, and thank goodness these threads were not seized in there. So we got the old one out, and as you can see, the new one is in there, and we got it down tight. It's not leaking out any brake fluid. And now we can go ahead and change the brake fluid through all the lines and everything, and suck it out of the reservoir this time, because this reservoir doesn't have a strainer like the Bug did. So we'll be doing that in the next video. Thanks for watching.